Good morning, everyone here in the congregation and those that join us online. It's a privilege to be here and to be chairing and chairing here in the congregation and those that join us online. It's a privilege to be here and to be chairing and 25 years plus, if not 30 years plus. And it's nice to be able to see we've put the Christmas decorations up. So I want you to be able to look at the beautiful wreaths that we have that were created by our own Julie Caswell, and our artwork of Christmas flowers that are there above, where are just below the stained glass window. And then we have our founder, Mr. Bush, and we have his portrait here with some of the floral arrangements because we are celebrating the 100th year of this building. And Mr. Bush was our founding president, and we were opening the Broadway in 1913, but in 1925, this building was built. It was built in 1924, but in 25 it was finished. So therefore, that's why we have the lovely Christmas display. And before I welcome Ashley to come up to, just give a brief intro into herself and the opening prayer, we've been recently starting by doing an opening reading. So I make no apologies for showing you that Ashley's book is now out in print. Ashley is my son, he's one of the ministers here. He's the third generation spiritualist, and it's a great book. It really is a great book. So I've chosen the first reading of the day from his book, and it's called Spirituality Simplified, a plain English guide to living spiritually. And I've chosen because Ashley, last week, he's been looking after the Hackbridge Spiritualist Church as the president, as the minister there. We have our 15 principles at Wimbledon. And then Ashley, along with his boys, he's got a 7-year-old and 10-year-old, a little bit of help from the 3-year-old, did a modern intake on those principles, which he then called for the boys the Spirit Squad, Generation Alpha Ideas from 2025. But if I just say about what we at Wimbledon believe, that the universe is founded and subsists upon undeviating law, order, and purpose, that all life is a manifestation of spirit, the continuity of the human life, self, after the change called death, that every individual carries unchanged into the spirit world, memory, and all of his own distinctive personality and characteristics. That man and woman is spirit now, with a soul, i.e. a spirit body, clothed in a flesh body from which it separates at birth. So we are spiritual beings having a human experience, then going back to being spiritual beings. The communication between incarnate and discarnate spirits. The close interrelationship of the physical and the spirit spheres or conditions. The ministry of angels. And continuous and progressive revelation of truth. The effectiveness of prayer. Personal responsibility with compensation by natural laws for the good and sometimes painful processes of purification for all of the negative things done here on earth. A path of eternal advancement open to every human soul that wills to tread it by the path of eternal love. And that love, with all that it implies, a willing service, is the greatest thing in the world, being the principal law of the universe, as taught by the great everlasting Master Jesus and other world teachers. The fatherhood of God and a practical brotherhood of man, and a 15 principle, which Mr. Bush had a very mixed feeling about, was the leadership of Jesus. We wasn't open as a Christian spiritualist church, but our 15 principle was that we accepted that he was one of the teachers, one of the leaders. And then, as I say, with Ashley having a 2025 look at these with his boys, came up with this modern expression of spiritual truth. The universe is guided by divine order. We believe that everything in the universe flows with purpose, order, and natural law. Nothing is random and all is connected. That all life is spirit in action. every form of life, seen and unseen, as an expression of spirit moving through the world. That life continues beyond death. We believe that souls live on after what we call death, continuing its journey in the spirit world. Our true self remains. Our personality, memories, and unique essence stay with us when we pass into spirit. It's still us, just without the physical body. We are spirit here and now. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. The soul is eternal. The body is a temporary home. We can communicate with spirit through mediumship and prayer, and it is possible to connect with loved ones and guides in the spirit world. The spirit and physical worlds are interwoven. The spiritual and physical realms are closely connected. Spirit is all around us, not far away. Spirit guides and helpers walk with us. Those in spirit, often called angels or guides, support, protect, and inspire us on our path. But truth is always unfolding. We are always learning. Spiritual understanding grows and deepens with time, experience, and openness. Prayer and intention have power. Sincere prayer and focused intention brings healing, peace, and connection to spirit. We are responsible for our actions. Every thought, word, and deed creates its own consequence. We learn, grow, and heal through natural spiritual law, not through punishment, but through love, correction. The soul is meant to evolve. Every soul has the opportunity to grow eternally towards light, truth, and love, if it is chosen that path. Love is the highest law. Love expressed through kindness, service, and compassion is the most powerful force in the universe, as taught by Jesus and many other spiritual teachings. We are all one family. We believe in the sacred connection of the souls. Every person is a child of spirit, brothers and sisters on the journey. And the 15th principle is in Ash's take on modern times. Jesus as a spiritual leader and example. We honour Jesus as a guide and teacher of unconditional love, truth, and spiritual wisdom. So the spiritual squad, the Generation Alpha ideas, that the universe isn't random, big boss energy running the show. Your spirit wearing a human outfit. Death, just a change of address. We can text the other side, aka mediumship. Angels, your spiritual team. Glow up forever. No expiry date. Karma is a boomerang. Throw wisely. Prayer is a cosmic Wi-Fi with zero lag. Truth updates like your phone. And love is the cheat code. Don't be rude. And that's what he wrote with, as I say, his young family. And this book is very much a teaching book. It's not just Ashley's journey and Ashley's story, but it really is, like a spiritual primer. And, there are so many different subjects. And as I say, it's published this week. So this is the first one. So for those that have only just arrived, this is the cover of it. And it will be available at the church. And I'm sure that Ashley will sign them. He's here tonight if anyone's coming back for when he's on with Ivan. And it really is, a real pleasure to read. So, and I say I make no apologies for reading because it really is a beautiful book. And it's uplifting as well when we look to, what our religion is, what our religion means to us. But it's the time now I'm going to ask Ashley if she will come and just give us a brief intro to herself and then lead with the opening prayer. Ashley?
Good morning, everybody. For those that haven't seen me work on platform before, I am a lifelong learner of progression and awareness. I have studied complementary therapies. I've been aware of spirit ever since early childhood, and I have actively developed that connection to hopefully bring upliftment, support, and encouragement to other people. So that's the bit about me. If you'd like to close your eyes, bow your heads, wherever you are at this time, whether in the church or watching online, let us join together in energy. Divine Source, light of all, we ask for the time that we are connected, that you allow us to blend our energy with Spirit, to feel their connection, to feel the upliftment, the guidance, the acknowledgement of Spirit. To be mindful of the words that are spoken, whether it is for us personally or for others that we connect with. May they help us make choices and decisions going forward for our highest good. And may any beautiful energy built up in this connection together, may it go to wherever it is needed, at whatever level it is needed. We ask a blessing on all those giving care to anyone, animal, earth, or human. May they be guided and skilled by the highest light. Amen.
Now it's that time in service where we look to sending out healing thoughts, our healing angels to come and, take our work on. All of those healers that listen online, if they can listen to the names and use those lists to be able to help the individuals that we're just reading out. Spoke with a gentleman last night, and he rang me from Manchester, and he wants to be included in all the healing lists there are because he has some heart problems and needs as much healing sent to him. His name's Jason. And I said to her, well, watch Jason and you might even hear your name read out. But I'm going to read the other names and appreciate the healing that's come to Ray and I while we've not been so good, and we still do need some more healing. But for this Sunday's date, we have a whole page of names. Flo, Jean, Norma, Cy, Maggie, Natalie, Ruby, Daphne, Ivor, Joan, Jeff Williams, Anne Johnson, Reese, Kelly, Jim, Liz, Tom, and it says Ginger Cat, so I'm not sure if it's separate a Ginger Cat or it's a Ginger Cat called Tom. Marie and John, Hilary, Linda, say myself and Ray, Jenny and Carol Burgess, Lee Oswald, Fabrice, Emily and Rose, Alec, Fiona, Harvey, and Harvey, it says dog in brackets, Rosemary, Jason Scott, who I mentioned earlier, Ray Parrott, Frank Burgum, Anne Hopkins, Cherie, Jeff Williams, Kelly, Claire, Alan, Sue, Mary, because our Mary is well and not with us today, and Mary Dixie, and Ashley, and that's the names that are on our healing book. So I'd like you all to join me in the saying of the Serenity Prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I'm going to ask Ashley to come back up and to give us her talk for the morning. Okay.
So let us think for a while on the word progression. It can mean different things in different circumstances. But here, when we come together and think about being spiritual or spiritualism, it is about the thoughts we have, the experiences we have, and how we respond to them, and how we progress forward in our life as a result. We are never alone in our journey on earth, whether it be family in physicality or family in spirit. We are always connected in some way to other souls. And this should always bring comfort to us. whether we have the confidence to ask for help and support or not, there are beings that can help and guide us going forward, whether we ask for the first time or it is asking again to continue a situation. But our loved ones in spirit have the benefit of being a little bit detached from the perspective. They can see a wider picture, a wider lens of a situation that we are currently dealing with. So they are able to give us that perspective in an unbiased yet loving way. So should we ask for their opinion rather than ask the opinion of someone physically here on the earth plane, we may get a sense of a different energy with that answer. Those that genuinely acknowledge us, those that genuinely care for us, would never want to see us come unstuck, stagnate, or have a situation that worsens. They would only ever want the best for us. And what that energy does is encourages us to want that for ourselves as well. But the thoughts we have on a situation, the words we use, and the actions we take will have an impact on how that situation plays out. So when we give ourselves permission to see a closure to a situation that has been draining or difficult, when we speak of getting past a situation or moving forward, and when we make decisions and actions to follow that moving forward process, we are signaling that we acknowledge the support and the answers of our loved ones, that we can move forward, we can get past the situation we're dealing with. And that in itself is part of the lesson, that we don't stay stuck. So whatever you are currently dealing with, I ask you to think, speak, and act with love, with positivity, and the trust that you can influence what happens next for your highest good, allowing those that love you unconditionally to guide you. Bless you.
Thank you very much for those words. Now, before I ask Ashley to come back for the part of the service for mediumship, I'm going to ask that the collection goes round, and T is going to take the collection round. So please be as generous as you can. I had our energy bill for electricity in last week for £333 for the month. And I thought, how on earth have we managed to get so much electricity? It's not even, to me, that the worst part of winter. And it's not the gas bill either. It's just the electricity. So it just shows you just how much electric bills and things have gone up. Really, it's probably the most expensive thing that has gone up within this church. That and our insurance premium went up by about another £300, what it was the year before. That's life, isn't it? In 2025. But as I say, we appreciate every penny that you've got. We collected, though, for our remembrance service in November, £112. That's for the poppy appeal. And when we have our Christmas service on the 14th of December, that will be for Crisis at Christmas. And we're just starting a few crisis raffles as well outside. So if anyone wants to have a raffle ticket, that will be all before the Christmas time, because our motto at the church is what we can give, not what we can get. So that's the important thing. Having just been, the plate going round and saying, but that allows us to keep our work going. We had our first bereavement cafe on Friday, but we just need to get the word out more, and that will happen again. And, we do try different events. But as I say, we will say a little later at the end of the service, Phil will come up and do the various different notices for what we have coming up. So now this part of the service, give your love to Ashley. Give your light to Ashley and your energy to Ashley. Imagine when Ashley brings a loved one to you, that they're on your doorstep. And if you had that loved one on your doorstep, how wonderful it would be that they've come, to pay you a visit. And you can say that in the answering. Your loved ones will know the love and the excitement that you've got. If it's just, no, can't think. They probably think, why have I bothered to come and say hello when it doesn't even look as though you care whether they came or not, because they don't have to come. It really is a choice for them to come and be able to say hello to us. They're not forced in any way to come. We can't conjure them up. We can't do requests. So if an individual has come, then please give them that love and affection. And it might also be that it's an old friend or an old neighbour or an old work colleague. It might be that it's in-laws, because there's no in-laws in heaven. The in-laws, outlaws, they're all family. So they all have that connection of love to you. So do remember that when you're opening, up to who individuals might be. And if you think that, something is your message, and as I say, it might be going to the person next to you, then say, don't think about it on the way home and think, oh, perhaps I should have said something, especially if you can see that person isn't accepting it. So it's a great pleasure, say, to welcome Ashley back to the platform for her demonstration of mediumship. Ashley?
Hello again. So I always ask Spirit to show me where I'm going, but sometimes the sat nav can be a little off. So I always ask everyone to listen to the information. And sometimes that information can be literal, sometimes it can be symbolic. It doesn't matter to me how you understand it, as long as you do. First off, can I go to the lady with the red top, please? Bless you. Yes. Can I just hear your voice? Yeah. Hello. As I'm being asked to link with you, my love, I feel I've got a gentleman on a grandfather vibration, and I feel as if my physical body slowed up at the end of my life. I had mobility issues with him. I feel as if it's almost like just everything is becoming inflexible. Okay. I also feel pain in my shoulders and my back with him. But he's saying about you having a symbolic connection with shoulders. Please do not take on more burdens than you need to. Okay. Please understand what is your responsibility and what is other people's that you are carrying on their behalf. Don't be afraid to give it back to them. Okay. Because he says we've got a limit to our shoulders for a reason. Just like a limit to a bookshelf, we couldn't put a new book on unless there was space for it. So, if there's still only the same amount of hours in the day, think about what you are genuinely able to take on and what you can't. And that's not being disrespectful. That's just saying, this is what I can manage at this time.
I completely understand.
Okay.
Thank you.
And he's saying it with so much love. He says, because he knows that you are a genuine person. He knows that you try to help people where you can, but he just wants you to keep something for you. Okay. Now, interestingly, as I was driving here today, Spirit gave me part of a car registration number. You might recognize that as a car registration number of someone you know, or someone near you, like a neighbor, or a past registration number. That doesn't matter to me as long as you can take it. But I got the 3 initials CTX. Now, I'll ask you to hold that.
Yes.
If you can't remember immediately, it will become apparent. If you don't understand it as they gave it to me, just look for those initials CTX. But know that Spirit have given it to you for a reason. It's about giving you a clue, giving you a sign about helping you move forward.
Thank you.
Okay, because when it's part of a car registration, obviously cars are supposed to be our vehicle for moving, to getting where we want to and need to go. So if it's not literal, it's a way of helping you move forward.
I understand that.
Okay, lovely. He's showing me pouring what looks like cream or custard in a bowl on top of something. Now, if you don't understand his love of puddings,
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's also signaling to you that it's okay to add a bit of sweetness in your life as long as it's in balance with everything else.
Yes, I understand that. Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Don't deprive yourself completely.
No chance.
He's also giving me the month of March as being something connected to you, please.
That's when he passed.
Okay, thank you. And I'm getting the initial G. Now, I'm not assuming it's connected to him, but it might be connected around you.
What's
Either
this?
first, okay, as long as you understand it, that's all that my intention cares for, is that you understand the information that I'm being given
And
to give
him
you.
actually, yeah, they called him Gigi.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. But just know that his support is there. Know that his love has never stopped. And I will say thank you for acknowledging him.
Thank you
Bless
so
you.
very much. Bless you.
Okay. If I can come to the lady in the front with the lovely green scarf, please. Good morning. Someone's just coming with the microphone for you. Good morning. Okay. As I'm being asked to link with you, I've got a lady coming forward. Now, I'm average height for a lady in the UK, but I want to say she's a bit smaller than me, about 5'2", 5'3" in height,
Yes.
but a very gentle soul, this lady coming forward. She is an older generation to you, but she's not directly telling me whether she's mom or grandmother, but I feel very maternal,
Yes.
whether that is family member or friend of family. I feel very caring towards you as I link her energy with you. She wants the best for you. She wants you to decide that what you hope and what you want isn't unreasonable.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. We have dreams and hopes as children. You know, if a grown-up was to ask a small child what they want to do or be when they grow up, you get an answer. If you asked a teenager, you might get a different answer at that stage in their life. But she says dreams and aspirations don't have to be flights of fancy. It depends how much it means to you, how much you're prepared to give of yourself to make that happen.
Yes.
And this is what she's talking about with the current situation. How much are you prepared to give to make this happen? How much does it mean to you? Okay.
Thank you.
It's not about whether other people understand or approve. You don't need people's agreement. It's about you putting that energy in, you deciding it matters. She's giving the initial L for love connected with you.
Thank you.
Okay. And also I'm being asked to mention an anniversary at the end of May.
Yes.
Okay. That's not just me being biased then. With this lady, she's showing me very neat, short nails, but they are painted with nail polish, and she would have taken care of her nails.
Indeed, yes.
She's saying someone took care of her nails for her final journey. I don't know whether you know that or not, but
Yeah.
someone made an effort with her nails because they knew it would matter to her,
Yes.
and she wants that to be acknowledged. Sometimes spirit don't give information about the last little bits of their life, but when it matters, they do.
Yeah.
And she just wants to say thank you for the care that was given to her, the respect that was given to her. She's also talking about you trying to encourage self-care with other people, younger people, that it is not a selfish act, that it matters to look after yourself, trying to instill those positive habits in younger people.
Yes.
Especially where nourishment and taking care of the physical body is responsible. Okay. The more we take care of our physical vessel, the more it will serve us well. But it's instilling those good habits early on.
Yes.
Okay. And she says, never be afraid to learn about improvements. And this is something that you have been speaking about. Never be afraid to learn new ways or better ways, because our awareness is expanding all the time. She's mentioning you looking after your mental health in terms of reading things and maybe turning your attention away from other things to focus on new things that help your mind and help your mental well-being.
Yes.
She says, keep going with those practices, please.
Thank you.
because where you give your attention matters. Because it's quality. She's also talking about you offering comfort or support to someone with a medical appointment.
Yes, indeed.
Okay,
Yes.
she's not
yes.
giving information, she's
It's a big
respecting that
one, yeah.
person's privacy,
Yeah.
but she's just saying you've been offering support or
Yeah.
assistance.
Yeah, it's her
Okay.
sister, my mum.
Just know that that has
Yeah.
been acknowledged and
Thank you.
appreciated
Thank you.
on a spiritual level.
That's huge. Thank you.
Okay, because you didn't have to,
No.
but you did willingly and knowingly. Now, interestingly, as I mentioned, when Spirit signaled who I was to come to, she is now putting a deep blue scarf around you, and especially around the throat energy. It is about speaking your truth, being authentic, not being afraid for your voice to sound different to other people's, as long as you feel that what you're saying is true and honorable.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
she's just saying, just keep speaking your truth. And I will say bless you and
Oh,
thank you
bless
for
you.
acknowledging her.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Okay. Can I come to the gentleman here, please, at the front? Just waiting for the microphone to come through. Okay, I'm acknowledging a gentleman for you, please. I want to stand tall. I want to say he had a level of training where he wore a uniform. He's not showing me what uniform, but that training and that discipline never left him, if you would understand that, please.
Yeah, sounds like.
Okay. I feel as if I want to help people have a strong foundation in life. I want to give encouragement and guidance from him to give people a strong foundation. So whether you have been talking to younger people about, let's see what you can do to help your life going forward. Okay. Or whether this is just an opportunity for you to see what foundation you've got and does anything need adjusting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because the beliefs and the views that we are given as we grow aren't necessarily the ones that serve us going forward when we take sovereignty and ownership of our own lives as individuals.
Okay.
So if something no longer serves you, don't be afraid to adjust that foundation, he's saying.
Yeah, that makes
Okay,
sense.
that's not a disrespect to anyone that gave you a start in life. It's just you making choices that are right for you now going forward, because you are the one making those choices and decisions.
Okay, thank you.
He's giving April as a significant anniversary, please. Don't worry if you can't place it immediately. Sometimes we have to take that information away and remember it at another time. It could also be, rather than a birthday, a wedding anniversary, or the anniversary of somebody's passing, the anniversary of something personal to us, something significant to us, like starting a job, going somewhere independently, that sort of acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, not a problem at all. He's talking about you reigniting your motivation and passion for something.
Yeah, that makes
It's
sense.
been very difficult for you to keep that momentum in the last 18 months. He's being very specific with that, but he's saying now you feel like you're coming to the phase end where you feel stuck or held back. And so that ignition is starting again.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do to keep that stoked. Okay. It's not about proving anything to anyone else. It's about proving it to yourself that what you can do is important. You have something to give. You have something to offer that is as valid as anyone else, even if it's different. But keep your momentum going forward. Okay.
Thank you.
He wants you to trust your worth.
Thank you.
Even if you say things in a different way or explain things in a different way, your words have impact. Don't doubt that.
Thank you.
Because where you have been given advice, it feels like almost by a mentor, you can do that with other people. Okay, your experience is valid. and how you can put information or experience across will help them, because it won't sound like they're being lectured to. It will sound like a friend lighting the way.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay. He really wants you to feel strong. He really wants you to feel valued and seen. So please take that acknowledgement and his love. And I will say bless you and thank you for acknowledging.
Thanks. It's like,
I just quickly wanted to say he wasn't someone that was prone to being emotional, but his emotion came forward because he wanted you to feel strong. Okay. Okay. Can I come to the lady in the light pink jumper towards the back of the church, please? Bless you. I know some people's names, but not everybody's names. Bless you. Good morning.
Good morning.
As I'm being asked to link with you, I have a lady here that is putting flowers in a bowl for you.
Thank you.
Okay, as an acknowledgement of the delicate soul that you are, the beautiful soul that you are. And she is asking you to remember, you've maybe heard this phrase once or many times, but she's bringing it to your attention again. One flower doesn't need to ask the other flowers permission to bloom.
Yes.
They just do.
Thank you.
And she's asking you to bloom and shine your light.
Thank you.
She's talking about you doing daily things to improve your life. It's almost like little things can still accrue and make a big difference. It doesn't need to be one big dramatic change to have a difference. Little things can add to the whole.
Yes.
She's talking about you looking at your schedule and seeing where little improvements can be made. Also to help your stamina going forward. That seems to be quite important at this time. Consciously listening when your body's telling you to rest and when it's telling you it needs to move, and that balance between the two.
Yes.
She says you've always been good at nourishing yourself, but there are things that you are adjusting there as well, but it is of your choosing, not that you are being told to do it. It is what you feel guided to do.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this could be literal, it could be symbolic, but she's showing me you planting little seedlings.
Yes.
Okay. You can take that as you need to take it, but she's just acknowledging that action. Okay. She's mentioning an anniversary last month in October for you, please.
Yes.
But it was towards the end of the month. I don't know whether it was the 27th, but I'm being shown the 27th.
Okay.
Okay. And just in case anyone either here or online is curious, Spirit don't give us the lottery numbers. If they did, mediums wouldn't need to work. But there's obviously a reason why they do mention certain numbers.
Yeah.
And interestingly, 2 and 7 add up to 9. And this year, 2025, also adds up to a 9. And in numerology, that is to do with closure and endings.
Yes.
It's completion. So take that symbolism for you as well. The end of one cycle, preparing for new beginnings. And this is where I feel also those little seedlings are coming in.
Yes.
You know, you've thought ahead of what you want to plant as the endings of this cycle finish. Okay. Acknowledge what you've learnt. Acknowledge what you've experienced to help guide you forward. Okay. Nothing happens without a valid reason. And again, I'm being asked to say something that Spirit have guided me to say previously. In life, when we go to school, we have the lessons first and then we get the test. But when we leave school, the life that we start ourselves, we are tested and then we have to see the lessons that we were meant to learn from that test.
Yes.
Okay. But she says you are passing those tests very, very well. Give yourself that credit. And I will say thank you for acknowledging her.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, please can I come to Stephen at the back, please? Good morning, Stephen. As I'm being asked to link with you, I am being given a lot of golden yellow energy for you, please.
Yeah.
For confidence, for self-assurance, for standing up for yourself, but also as an acknowledgement of your link with spirit.
Okay.
Okay, because it's like they want your life to lighten and brighten up more or on another level. You have been working diligently, I'm being told, and consistently to allow yourself to be aware and receptive to knowledge and practices. But this is why the light is coming in stronger for you.
Mm.
Okay. I have an uncle here for you now. That could be uncle by blood, by marriage, or friend of parents that you grew up calling uncle.
Yeah.
And I'm getting an initial S for him as well, please. Please don't worry if you can't place that. That could be last name or connection to a place rather
Yeah,
than a
cool.
first name. But I am getting an initial S linked with him as well as yourself, obviously. I feel quite a calm energy with him. He was very calm and intentional with the way he spoke, which is why I'm being asked to slow my speaking down. And very calm in his actions. He didn't allow things to faze him or trigger him. He said life was too short to allow yourself to be reactive.
Mm.
But that is a very big lesson that not everyone learns. Some people, we learn it earlier in our lifetime than others. Some people don't learn it, but it is a very powerful and worthwhile lesson to learn. To just be aware of what is in our awareness that we can learn from without being triggered by.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's asking you to take a breath when you feel energies that may trigger and decide how to respond.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you will feel the better for it, he's saying.
Mm. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay. He's also talking about connections from abroad coming, and I appreciate and understand on a practical level that this is a time of year where we may hear from people overseas more likely than at other times in the year, but he is talking about communication from abroad. I don't feel it's just the run-of-the-mill Christmas card or email, though. It is an intentional communication. You might be as a post on social media from someone directed to you from abroad, but it is coming from across the seas, and it will be insightful, he's saying. It will help put things into perspective and sense for you. Okay, so please look out for that communication.
Will do.
He's also showing me boxes to be filled. Okay, I don't know whether you are rearranging things to store at home or whether symbolically you are getting ready to fill boxes to give to others.
Bit of both.
Okay,
Yeah.
but he's just showing me boxes to be filled. Okay,
Mm.
as an acknowledgement of what you are doing at this current time. He's saying in both ways you are doing it with love.
Yeah.
Because you are trying to release what no longer serves and trying to give what could serve others.
Mm.
Okay. But if there are things that genuinely still serve you, by all means keep them. Just don't let things stagnate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, makes
Okay.
sense.
He's also intentionally showing me that really deep green of the foliage of this time of year, the evergreen foliage, because I feel that deep green energy connected to the heart center is very important. It's about being very gentle and compassionate with yourself, allowing yourself to find a sense of harmony, a sense of balance and comfort from this current time.
Yeah.
But that is also connected with beautiful pink of compassion.
Thank you.
Allow yourself to receive, not just to give.
Mm.
And he's saying, bless you both and thank you for acknowledging him.
Can I just say something?
Certainly.
the uncle, we've just bought some Meta smart glasses from money he left us, which means we'll be able to get a description of outside and the outside world, like nature, trees, we've been looking at.
Beautiful. Thank you for that acknowledgement. That's appreciated.
So that's really appreciated.
Okay. I'm glad it gives comfort and acknowledgement. Bless you.
That's approval from him for us, so thank you.
You're very, very welcome. Can I just come to my lady with the multicolored scarf at the front here? Good morning. As I'm being asked to link with you, I've got a lady that's coming forward on a friend level. Okay. I feel as if your paths met in early adulthood. So it could be at college or when you started work, but that's the age of when you connected.
Okay.
I feel a very vibrant lady in my personality with her. I don't feel as if I have been in spirit again very long, certainly no more than 5 years with this soul. She is showing herself with blonde hair as a young woman, but I'm getting quite a lot of sort of big bangles or jewelry, accessories that seem to sort of jingle about with her. She loved expressing herself through how she clothed and adorned herself. She liked expressing herself uniquely in that way. Okay. What she's saying to you is don't be afraid to stand out, especially in this time of year where the nature is looking quite bare apart from the berries on the trees, where we don't have a lot of flowers unless they are intentionally planted. It is okay to wear bright colours and stand out. It is okay to be seen, but she wants you to be seen and acknowledged for the right reasons, for the things that you say and the things that you do, not just for yourself, but for others. She doesn't want your efforts to go unnoticed. Because you are a gentle soul, it is easy for louder souls to be noticed more quickly and more regularly, but she doesn't want your efforts to be acknowledged as someone else's efforts. Okay. So she's saying, don't be afraid to big yourself up. Don't be afraid to say, well, I did this. It's not that you need the acknowledgement. What she's saying is you deserve the acknowledgement, and that is the difference. Okay. Those little gestures that you do on a regular basis without the need for acknowledgement will be noticed by the people that genuinely appreciate it. Okay. Now, she's talking about you putting one foot in front of the other. It hasn't been easy for you to keep momentum consistently, but you have kept trying even through that difficulty. And she's acknowledging that. Okay. She wants you to get comfort from the connections you have, the people on the same resonance and frequency as yourself, that understand what your core values and your roots are, not superficial intentions. Okay. Those are the people that deserve your time and attention. Allow yourself to be fed, nurtured, and nourished by their energy and reciprocate. Don't allow yourself to be drained by others that just want something from you without giving back. Okay. And this time of year is a good chance to look at that balance sheet. Through the year, who has given to me, who has acknowledged me, who has accepted me as I am, warts and all, mistakes and all. We are all learning. There is no good or bad, right or wrong in spirit's eyes. It is all experience and learning. But if people just accept that about us and say, they're trying, they're doing their best, no one can ask more. Okay, we can all learn from the failures and the mistakes we've made in previous times in our lives and forgive ourselves and acknowledge ourselves. As long as we learn from it,
Yeah.
That is all that matters. And she says your intention to try is what will help keep that momentum going forward. She also wants to put a lot of bright pink around you. I don't know whether you have anything you wear or something in your home that is very bright pink, almost like a sort of shocking pink or a magenta pink.
I've just got a brand new pink kitchen, so. yeah.
Okay. There we go. Now, interestingly, magenta again is about energy on a color level coming full cycle, because it is the join of infrared, which is the lowest frequency and the longest wavelength, and ultraviolet, which is the shortest wavelength and the highest frequency.
Okay.
So it is like the color wheel coming full cycle, the merge of the two. So it is one continuous loop, but rather than it being flat, it is a spiral upwards. So if you feel that you are repeating a pattern, you don't have to redo everything. Maybe it is just the final tweak, the final adjustment of the last little thing you need to tick off
Okay,
to then go up to the next level,
okay.
to the new level of that spiral, and feel that your resonance is going higher and higher. Okay. She offers this with love, with care, and with humor, because she wants you to feel joy in your life. If you don't have that joy automatically present in your life, don't be afraid to create moments of joy.
Yeah.
Read something funny, watch something funny, have a conversation with someone you know you will have a giggle with.
Yeah.
Look at something, but your energy matters where you give it. And I will say, bless you and thank you for acknowledging her.
Thank you. Does it matter? I can't.
Don't worry if you can't place. Don't worry if you can't place. Sometimes, you know, it doesn't have to be a close relative. It's the message that is more important. And sometimes when we can't remember who the communicator is, that is a signal that it is that message that is more relevant than acknowledging the communicator. But again, just to give you information, a very bubbly lady of your age group that you met in early adulthood, blonde hair, loved life, and just wanted everyone to get the most out of life.
Yeah.
Okay. Not a problem at all.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank
Thank you. Have we got time for another? Yep. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep. Okay. Apologies. I was just trying to go to the microphone. Okay. Can I come to my lady in the grey hoodie, please? Daphne. That's all right. Sorry, I didn't know your name. Bless you. As I'm being asked to link with you, Daphne. Interesting, they asked me to take a sip of drink. They want you to keep hydrated.
Oh, good tip.
Okay, that seems to be quite prevalent at this current time because your body is processing a lot of energy changes. Okay, a lot of energies around you changing, a lot of energies within you changing. Important to keep hydrated to help your body adjust to that. Okay, not just for you, but it may be helpful to anyone that is listening in this service today. I have Nan here, very specific in saying Nan, so you know exactly who it is. You were told when you were younger that you were quite like her in personality. Okay.
I don't know.
Well, that's what she's saying. She's saying that you, although you are quite a gentle soul, you are a tenacious soul. You don't let things stop you for long. Okay. Even if you need to slow down and take a pause, it's just a chance to catch up or assess before you put the foot back on the pedal again. Okay. Don't apologize for tenacity. It's got you where you are. Okay. We need resilience. We need strength. We need that self-esteem to help us keep going. Otherwise, we would just give up at the first hurdle. If a baby gave up the first time they tried to stand up or walk, we wouldn't get very far in life. So tenacity matters. I'm being asked to mention initial P around you for someone that you have been helping.
Yes.
Yes, it's just an acknowledgement of someone specific that you've been helping recently. Okay. Also, you have an appointment coming up. She's respecting your privacy. She's not saying what appointment, but she's saying you have an appointment coming up, and it's about making sure you meet that appointment. Okay. Just for your own peace of mind. Okay. Now, Nan, I don't feel a very tall lady, but I feel that symbolically she had very broad shoulders because a lot of people looked to her for support.
That's very
A
true.
lot of people, even outside of the family, kind of honorary family, I wouldn't say relied on her, but looked at how she did things, how she got through things as their kind of benchmark. Okay.
It would
She
be.
was someone that people respected. She was very straightforward, very matter of fact. She didn't dwell on things. She's being very, very clear that life was too short to be stuck. What's happened has happened. What's said has been said. But how I go forward is my choice.
Right.
She's showing me a wicker basket. I don't know whether this was her shopping basket or whether she used it for something else.
Those.
Yeah, very sort of old fashioned,
Yeah.
put in the crook of the elbow.
Yeah,
And that's how I got things from A to B.
that's right.
But even round the house, you know, she could put things in it from upstairs to downstairs and vice versa. Just very straightforward. If I've got it, I'm going to use it. If it's useful, I'm going to make it earn its keep in my home. It's not just going to be there without a reason. This wasn't someone that, for instance, collected things or had knickknacks without a purpose. Everything around her had a purpose. And she's talking about you having things around you that have a genuine purpose.
Yeah,
If,
got it.
for instance, there's something like a photograph or a picture that looking at it makes you smile or brings you joy, that's different. That has a purpose in itself because it uplifts you. Okay. So don't be afraid to look over photographs and relive positive memories. And she's very insistent on the positive, but skip over the ones that may bring you down.
I've got it.
Okay.
Yes.
Because she says it's about keeping topped up, keeping your chin up.
Oh,
She's also talking about making sure that the grip on the soles of your shoes are still good. So if it looks like any tread is wearing down, maybe chance to reassess the footwear.
yeah.
She's talking, just making sure you've got good grip.
It's,
Yeah.
school times.
Again, very practical, but with so much love and care is the energy that she's giving that information. She's also giving me an initial F in connection with a company that you communicate with. I don't need to know who it's to do with. It might be to do with utilities or something to do with a home or whatever, but she's talking about an initial F to do with a company. So do look out for that with communications. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't connect yourself with people going forward for the sake of it, just because you've been connected with them in the past. If you feel you need a change, make the change. You know, we don't have to renew with the same insurance company, for instance. We don't have to stay with the same financial institution. We can make changes if we feel guided to. Okay. That it's all about you feeling confident in who you're asking for help and support. Do you understand why she's giving you bread and butter pudding?
Yeah, she used to make it.
Okay,
Yeah.
as long as it's acknowledgement of something connected with her and you, that's all that matters.
She used to make
Okay.
real cook.
But there was something special she added to it as well. That was like her secret ingredient. I don't know whether it was a spice or something, but there was something that just really, you knew it was her that had made it.
Okay. Funny, I didn't like that Nan, but it's lovely that she comes to me.
Okay.
She was
She's
so
saying,
sweet.
when we have contact with people. We don't always acknowledge the bond that we're meant to create at the time. We don't always acknowledge the value of the connection with that person at the time. Sometimes it's only later on that we see the benefits of that connection. Okay.
She was good for me
Okay.
at the time.
She says, don't allow people to put you down. Be strong in how you know you deserve to be treated. And the benchmark for that is how we honour and treat ourselves.
Yes, that's good advice.
And I will say, bless you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for acknowledging her.
Appreciate.
And just if I can come to the gentleman at the back with the glasses. Bless you. Yes, bless you. Hello.
Hi there.
As I'm being asked to link with you, I've got a gentleman here of the same age group to yourself, and I feel he was a school friend. He's being very specific so that hopefully you can understand who he was. I'm getting the initial J with him. Okay.
I can say someone like that, but I wouldn't know if he's dead or alive.
Okay, don't worry if you don't. He's coming through because he's talking about when you used to ride bikes, push bikes.
Yeah.
Okay, you would take chances, you would take risks. Sometimes they paid off, sometimes they don't. But he says sometimes to risk success, you have to risk failure.
Okay.
That goes with learning to ride a bike and potentially falling off and scraping your knee. It also is relevant to other areas in our life because it feels like you are at a crossroads where you need to make a decision about your role or your work.
I can take that.
Okay. He says, trust in your inner knowledge of yourself, what you can tolerate, what you can't, what you want going forward, what you don't. So look at all the experience you've had so far. What have you liked about your different roles and works? And can you put the majority of the positive into one role rather than have to sacrifice some things?
Okay.
You know you better than anyone else. No one can tell you what to do. Only you will know where you feel you fit best. Sometimes it's doing the same job, but just somewhere else. Sometimes it's transferring your experience, your knowledge, your skills into something else. But you know you.
Yeah.
And it's about you deciding what matters most.
Okay. Thank you.
Is it type of work? Is it schedule? Or whatever it is. But he's saying you have the opportunity to make a decision going forward for the better. Trust that guidance. Trust that inner compass, please. Sometimes we have to go out on a limb. Sometimes we have to not see the whole path forward. We only see a little chink in the light, but that is enough to spur us forward, spur us onwards.
Okay.
He's talking about music for you.
I can take that.
Using music to help uplift you.
It does.
Okay. Whether it is specific genres or specific pieces of music or songs, but absolutely using it intentionally, consciously. What raises your state of feeling to help you feel strong?
I was thinking something quite similar as I was driving over and I chose to listen to the radio
Okay.
and my own music.
And if a specific song that means something to you comes on when you turn the music on or when you change radio station, just for an example, it's Spirit's acknowledgement of that.
No, that's
So
happened.
sometimes it's not your choosing, but Spirit link in and right, they need this, so I'm going to give this. Or they might give a song that connects you to someone you've been thinking about.
Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, yesterday driving in the car.
There we
As I
go.
was thinking of my late partner.
Bless you. Okay. So Spirit know that they can use that symbolism with you. They can use that method for you to feel seen, for you to feel acknowledged, for you to feel cared for, because that's what they want. They do not want you to feel isolated. Even the people that live by themselves are never alone if we give ourselves permission to feel and be receptive to the connection to spirit.
I can take that message, thank you.
Okay. I'm also being given a link going back with more rural areas. I'm just being shown the image of a tractor. So I don't know whether there were generations in the family that lived more in countryside, or whether it was to do with a visit, or symbolically they're just saying, be in more open space, because it could be symbolic. Give yourself chance to feel as if you're not as hemmed in, you're not as crowded, okay, when you have that opportunity. I never need to know how the recipient of the message is needing to understand the information that Spirit give. I just trust that what they're saying is relevant.
Symbolically, that makes
Okay,
a
you
lot
can
of
take that.
sense,
That's
thank you.
all that matters. Okay. Please take his encouragement. Please take his support, because if you decide what you want is right for you, then you've got more chance of working towards it.
Okay, then.
Okay. But sometimes we have to know what we want to be able to act on it. Okay.
That's very true.
All right. Bless you. Thank you
very
very much. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much, Ashley, for a lovely service. Okay. Now we've got a few church notices before I do the final reading. So I noticed that Phil has come up. So announcements for the forthcoming week. And then after that, I'll get you to do the closing prayer, and so I've got a reading here to do. So please welcome Phil to the platform.
Thank you very much, Jackie. Thank you very much, Ashley, for a beautiful service. Good afternoon now, ladies and gentlemen. And here are the forthcoming events. Our guest medium for the Divine Service on Sunday, November the 30th at 11 a.m. is June Frost. Please note that Wimbledon Spiritualist Church services for each week can now be viewed on YouTube, and there is a link on our Facebook pages to guide you to that particular link to see any of our services going back several years. The Healing Clinic for members of the community and animals is every Tuesday from 7 until 8:15 p.m. and Thursday from 10 a.m. until 12 noon. You will be greeted by our healer practitioners in a safe and welcoming atmosphere, and free will donations apply. Crystal Healing with Rachel Davis is available at Wimbledon and Hackbridge Spiritualist Churches. Please phone Rachel's number, which is listed on our Facebook page and Wimbledon website, to book an appointment. New events for autumn 2025. Friendship Club is every Wednesday from 11:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. at Wimbledon. Jackie Robinson will be hosting this week's Friendship Club on November the 26th. The admission is £4, which includes refreshments. And the Friendship Club demonstration of mediumship on December the 3rd will be given by Rose Anderson and Jackie Robinson. Please check weekly postings on our Wimbledon Facebook page and our website for further information about Friendship Club. Please note Dawn Collinson's Thursday Open Circle has now finished for this year and will restart in March 2026. Open Platform with myself, Phil Shaw, returns in February 2026, and full details will be posted on the Wimbledon website and Facebook pages in due course. A forthcoming event, advance notice, new year, new plan. Join Pink Sarah and Trudy at Wimbledon Spiritualist Church for a vision board workshop on Saturday, the 31st of January 2026. This is the perfect opportunity to pause, reflect, and set your intentions for the year ahead. Focus on your dreams, goals, and aspirations, and create a vision board to bring them to life. This workshop is running from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. The admission price is £35. All supplies are provided. Just bring your lunch and an open mind. Advance booking is essential to ensure minimum numbers for the event to go ahead. You can purchase tickets via Eventbrite or pay by bank transfer, PayPal, or cash at the church. And an advance booking link is on our Facebook pages and websites. Forthcoming demonstrations of mediumship. Tonight at Wimbledon, we have our dynamic duo, Mr. Ivan Lee and Mr. Ashley Robinson. And that demonstration starts at 7 p.m. The admission is £6.50 and tickets are available on the door. At Hackbridge Spiritualist Church next Friday, November the 28th at 7:30, we have a demonstration of mediumship with Sarah Moores. And that is £5 and tickets are available on the door. Please keep up to date with activities and special events, courses, workshops and demonstrations on the Wimbledon website and our Facebook and Instagram pages, where you will find links to pre-event booking facilities. And that concludes the notices. Thank you.
Thank you. And I just ask Ashley to come back up for the closing prayer.
Wherever we are, let us close our eyes, bow our heads one more time. Divine Spirit, source of all light and love, we thank you for allowing us to blend with Spirit, to be receptive to the messages of support, acknowledgement and upliftment. And please allow the words that have been spoken to us personally or to those others in this space and time, help us make choices and decisions for our highest good, to help us move forward with clarity, with ease and with love. We also ask for those that have attended the church today, that they have a blessing of protection on their journeys home until they have a chance to meet again. In your name, amen.
Ashley, starting to accept
Bless
these
you.
flowers with our
Thank you
love
very much.
and thanks.
Bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Before I finally dismiss us to go outside and have refreshments, I'll say once again, thank you to Ashley. I've chosen the last reading of the service, once again from Ashley's book. And it is that season. We're into the last month before the end of the year. A Christmas letter from heaven. Beloved, Christmas is a season of joy, a time when the essence of love shines brightly, just as it did with the birth of a small baby in a manger over 2,000 years ago. In your world, this is a time to express love through giving, gathering, and sharing special moments. People indulge in celebrations, treat themselves, and connect with one another in ways that lift the spirit. But from this side of life, Christmas is also when we draw closer to you. The energy of love that flows so freely at this time acts like a beacon, allowing us to be near. Remember, we are never far away, only a thought separates us. In this realm, the thought of being with you is enough to bring us to your side instantly. Everything in existence is made of the same essence, and in your world, that essence is the best described as love. Love is the force behind all creation, the most powerful energy in the universe. It manifests in countless ways, in kindness to a stranger, in care for an animal, in tending to nature, or in comforting another. Each act of love, no matter how small, is a part of that same divine energy. Even though the physical expressions of love we shared may no longer be possible, the love itself has not diminished. It remains as strong as ever, connecting us across dimensions. When you feel my presence or hear a whisper in your heart, know that it is me, still by your side, encouraging, guiding, and loving you just as before. You may wonder why I had to leave when I did. Perhaps my journey on earth was complete, or perhaps circumstances beyond your understanding brought me back here sooner than expected. But my connection to you has not ended. If anything, it has deepened. Now I can be with you in ways that transcend the physical, supporting and inspiring you as you navigate life's path. When you rise in the morning, take a moment to invite me into your day. Share your plans, your thoughts, and your hopes throughout your day. Speak to me as you would have done before. At the day's end, send me your love and feel mine return to you, stronger than ever. Every act of kindness and love you perform can be dedicated to our bond, whether it's helping another, tending to nature, or offering a kind word. Know that these actions resonate deeply, strengthening the connection between us. In these moments, we are united, working as one. I also wanted to reassure you about something that may bring comfort. Just as you grieve for me, I feel sorrow when I see you in pain. While I understand that grief is a natural part of healing, I wish for you to find peace and joy in life again. Remember, I exist now in a state of unimaginable beauty and love. I couldn't wish to return to the physical world, but my love for you remains as vibrant as ever. This Christmas, let the love we share be your guiding light. Know that I am with you, not just during the season, but always, with all my love, your companion in spirit. Now, I don't know where Ashley got that, but to say it's in his book, and I think that's a lovely letter from heaven, and especially more meaningful at this time of year. So thank you for allowing me to read that. Thank you for being part of this service. Thank you to people online that have joined us for this service. And please may God go with you and your angels until we see you at church again. And please stay for refreshments that are now outside. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you again, Ashley.